Vision of districts as export hubs. Foreign trade from India constitutes of 45% of its GDP. Until 2019, only the central government was engaged in the decision making of foreign trade without any participation or involvement of state and district stakeholders. However, now understanding that there are diverse elements that contribute towards an enabling and conducive foreign trade environment, the central government has identified that, along with the policy and strategy, active support of state governments and district administration are also equally required. Thus, to decentralize the existing activities, to boost local production and its exports, and to ensure active participation of state and district stakeholders, vision of a district as export hubs was put to action. Department of Commerce through Directorate General of Foreign Trade is working with the state governments to achieve this objective. DGFT and Director of Industries have aimed to synergizing their efforts to identify the key products. District profile, historical aspects and etymology. Inscription indicate that the district was originally a part of Kalinga kingdom, subsequently conquered by Eastern Chalukyas in the 7th century AD, who ruled over it with their headquarters at Vengi. This district was also under the occupation of various rulers such as Reddy Rajas of Kondavidu, Gajpatis of Orissa, the Nawabs of Golconda, and the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb through a Subedar. This territory passed on the French occupation in view of a succession dispute among Andhra kings, and finally it came under the British reign. There was no geographical grafting till 1936, in which year, consequent on the formation of Orissa state, taluks namely Baisam, Cuttack, Jaipur, Koraput, Malkangiri, Naurangapur, Pottangi and Rayagada in their entirety and the parts of Gunpur, Panduva and Parvatipur taluks were transferred to Orissa state. The Visakhapatnam district was reconstituted with the remaining area and residuary portions of Ganjam district, namely Sompeta, Tekkali and Srikakulam taluks in entirety and portion of Parlakimidi, Ichampur, Bharampur retained in Madras Presidency. With the passage of time, the reconstituted district was found administratively unwieldy and therefore it was bifurcated into Srikakulam and Visakhapatnam districts in the year 1950. The residuary district of Visakhapatnam was further bifurcated in the taluks of Vijayanagaram, Gajpati Nagaram, Srungavarapu Kota and portion of Bhimunipatnam taluk were transferred to the newly created Vijayanagaram district in the year 1979. Etymology of a name Visakhapatnam. Tradition has that some centuries ago, a king of Andhra dynasty encamped on the site of present headquarters town of Visakhapatnam on his pilgrimage to Banaras, and being pleased with the place, had built a shrine in honor of his family deity called Vishakheshwara to the south of Lawson Bay, from which the district has derived its name as Visakheshwarapuram, which subsequently changed to Visakhapatnam. The encroachment of waves and currents of a sea supposed to have swept away the shrine into offshore area. Physical features. The district presents two distinct geographic divisions, the strip of the land along the coast and the interior called the plains divisions with eastern Ghats. Since no major irrigation system exists, significant sub-regional agronomic variations exist in this district. Along the shore lies a series of salt and sandy swamps. The coastline is broken by several barred headlands, the important of them being the Dolphin Nose, which has afforded the establishment of natural harbour at Visakhapatnam, Rushikonda and Big Narsimha Hill at Bhimunipatnam. Administrative setup. The district is divided into two revenue divisions with divisional headquarters at Visakhapatnam and Bhimunipatnam. In total, there are 11 mandals, 160 villages and 1 urban local body. Greater Visakhapatnam Municipal Corporation, map showing the formation of Visakhapatnam district revenue divisions with mandals. Geography. Visakhapatnam district is one of the northeastern coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh. It lies between 17 degrees 41 minutes and 17 degrees 59 minutes northern latitude and 83 degrees 12 minutes and 83 degrees 27 minutes in eastern longitude. It is bounded on the north by Vizianagaram district, on the south and the west by Anakapalli district and on the east by Bay of Bengal. Demography. The population of a district is 19.6 lakhs as per 2011 census with 11.96% of a growth rate, and this constituted 3.95% of a population of the state, while the geographical area of a district is 1049 square kilometer, which is only 0.64% of the area of the state. Out of the total population, 9.88 lakh are males and 9.71 lakh are females. The sex ratio is 983 females per 1000 males. The district has density of a population of 1869 per square kilometers. As per 2011 census, scheduled castes constituted 8.54% of the population, while scheduled tribes accounts for 1.2% of the population of the district. The district has a workforce of 7.12 lakhs, constituting about 19.60 lakhs of population. Besides the marginal workers to the tune of 1.14 lakhs. Literacy. There are 13.90 lakhs literates, forming 78.57% of a total population of the district. Male literates constitutes 84.24%, while female literates forming 72.81%. Climate. The district has differing climatic conditions in the different parts of it. Near coast, the air is moist and relaxing but gets warmer towards the interior and cools down in the hilly areas on the accounts of elevation and vegetation. April to June are the warmest months. The temperature gets down with the onset of southwest monsoon and tumbles to a mean minimum of 16.8 degrees Celsius by January, after which there is a reversal trend till the temperature reaches mean maximum of 36.0 degrees Celsius by the end of the June during 2019 to 2020. Rainfall. The district receives annually normal rainfall of 1117.7 mm for the year 2019 to 20. The southwest monsoon accounts for 0.8% below the normal. The northeast monsoon contributes 20.2% below the normal rainfall during 2019 to 20. The rest is shared by summer showers and winter rains. Total rainfall received is 1076.9 mm during the year 2019 to 20, which is 3.7% below the normal rainfall. Soils. Red loamy soils predominate with a coverage of 69.9% of the villages of the district. The soils are poor textured and easily drained in the sandy loamy soils. Mineral resources. The major mineral available in the district is quartz in Bhimunipatnam and Padmanabham mandals of the district. The total geographical area of the district is 1.05 lakh hectares. Out of this, 0.02 lakh alone is cultivable waste, while 0.13 lakh hectares is forest area. The rest of the disturbed among barren and the uncultivatable land, about 0.18 lakh hectares, and the land put to non-agricultural uses is about 0.40 lakh hectares. Out of the cultivable area, the net area sown form 0.13 lakh hectares, while fallow lands constitute about 0.15 lakh hectares during 2019 to 20. Connectivity. Roads. The district has road length of 663.62 kilometers, of which the national highway runs to a length of 52.48 kilometers, state highways at the length of 72.45 kilometers, and the balance forms the roads maintained by roads department, Jilla Parishad and Mandal Parishads. Railway network at the port of Visakhapatnam is the largest amongst Indian ports with over 200 kilometers rail length, over 30 sidings and 60% rail coefficient. The port has a close interface with the Voltaire division of East Coast Railways, which facilitate quick transport of EXIM cargo from all the states in the country. Port. Visakhapatnam port is one of the 13 major ports in India. It is India's third largest state-owned port by volume of cargo handled and the largest on the eastern coast. It is located midway between Chennai and Kolkata ports of Bay of Bengal. Airport. Visakhapatnam Airport is located 7 kilometers from city center. This airport is the second busiest in Andhra Pradesh and runs domestic services to the major Indian cities. Objectives of Visakhapatnam District Export Action Plan: to enhance the volume of exports from Visakhapatnam District, to create a flexible and permanent institutional mechanism with participation from all the stakeholders to act as a facilitator and promoter of export from the district, to identify lead products and sectors for targeted and continued inventions for export promotion, to synergize various schemes at the center, state and district level which addresses industry and export, to provide support both domestic and international to local industry from the establishment of a business to a port export activity through export of goods and services, to increase efficiency by streamlining exports infrastructure, to augment both supply and demand through different strategies of trade promotion. Steps for Visakhapatnam District Export Action Plan implementation. Get the diagnostic study report for the district on the selected commodities under district as export hubs from a professional consultancy organization. Address the gaps identified in DSR such as infrastructure requirements, connectivity, raw material availability, skill training, tool kits, technology transfer, promotion of tourism and others. Preparation of detailed project report for Visakhapatnam district as export hub with costing and implementation action plan. Creation of an event calendar comprising of events to be conducted in a financial year with a focus on international marketing events. Reach out to country embassies and invite them to the state. Exhibit the strengths of a district as export hubs. Collaborate with EIA, EPC, DGFT, FIEO for capacity building workshops for exporters and other stakeholders for creating awareness. Industrial profile of the district. Industrial development is well noticeable in Visakhapatnam urban agglomeration with the large-scale industries like Hindustan Shipyard, Hindustan Petrol Corporation, Coromandel Fertilizers, Bharat Heavy Plates and Vessels, Hindustan Zinc Plant and the Giant Visakhapatnam Steel Plant and a host of other ancillary industries. The Visakhapatnam Steel Plant is the biggest with an authorized share capital of 7,466 crores with a licensed capacity of 2.8 million tons of saleable steel, 3.0 million tons of pig iron and 8.32 lakh tons of by-product. The project has provided employment to 33,000 persons. On the countryside, the agro-based industries like jute mills and rice mills are there beside bricks and tile units. The district has 1,132 registered factories under Factories Act functional with a working force of about 1,33,625 persons during 2019-20. Fishing is another important economic activity of a fisherman population living in about 10 fishery villages and hamlets on coastlines. Open access and promotion of green power. As per the Andhra Pradesh Electricity Regulation Commission, Regulation number 2 of 2005, APERC allows contracted demand of more than 1 megawatts to all the consumers for open access. Go AP is also promoting use of a renewable energy through amendment to Principal Regulation number 2 of 2005. Exemption of distribution losses for solar and wind power projects injecting at 33 kV and below irrespective of delivery voltage level within the DISCOM of such projects. Summary of industrial plots in Visakhapatnam district. Visakhapatnam district consists of 43 industrial parks, estates developed in an area of 3,886 acres with 2,061 plots for special sectors such as auto, multimodal parks, health, bulk drugs, IT and IT sets, etc. Out of which 15 plots with an area of approximately 113 acres are vacant. Industry landscape of the district. Industries across the sectors such as food, agro-based industries, bulk drugs and pharma, chemicals and petrochemicals, basic metals and alloy, rubber and plastic and the other industries are key economic drivers in the district. Other industries include aqua feed, cattle feed and poultry feed. Major exports from Visakhapatnam comprises food, agro-based products and pharma products followed by the others. Top 15 export commodities of Visakhapatnam district. Vanamai shrimp is one of the top 15 products of the district which is exported to USA with a value of 2,660 crores. Top 10 products exports from Visakhapatnam during financial year 2021-22. Out of top 10 products, heterocyclic compounds with nitrogen, semi-finished engineering products, ferroalloys, medicaments and marine products are the major ones followed by others. Selected products as district export hubs, marine foods, engineering goods, healthcare services. Though healthcare services does not appear in the top 10 export products from the district, DIEPC has selected it under the scheme of district as export hub based on the emerging services at exclusive a health city with the state-of-the-art infrastructure has been established. Marine foods. Justification for marine foods as district as export hub. Fishing is an important economic activity of a fisherman population of Visakhapatnam, living in about 59 fishery villages and hamlets on coastal line stretching to a length of 132 kilometers covering 11 coastal mandals. Around 13,000 fisherman families to take part in their livelihood from marine, inland and brackish water fishing besides catching fish living in Thandava and Raivada reservoirs. Around 1,18,862 tons of fish produced during 2015 to 2016 with a value of 1,209 crore. Visakhapatnam Port Trust is one of the biggest ports in the country which exports marine food and its products. It is noted that the marine cargo of 1,59,973 tons was exported by Visakhapatnam port in 2015 to 2016. Almost all the marine products are processed in the district are being exported worldwide and there is further potential for promotion of marine food exports. In the recent union budget of 2020 to 2021, government has announced to develop one of the major fishing harbors at Visakhapatnam, which would be a hub of economic activity. Product overview. India is among the top 5 marine food exporting country in the world. About 17% of India's agriculture exports are marine foods. In 2020-21, the country exported marine products of quantity of 1.15 million MT. The value of exports for the same year was USD 5.96 million. India mainly exports frozen shrimps, fish, cuttlefish, squids, dried items, live and chilled items. Out of these, frozen shrimps is the largest export marine product, contributing to more than 50% of a total quantity and about 75% of a total export value. In 2020-21, the frozen fish, cuttlefish and the squid contributed 6.7%, 3.73% and 4.6% of the total marine products exported value. The same contributed to 16.37%, 5.16% and 5.3% of the total quantity exported in the same year. The value of a marine products exported in 2022 reached USD 7.74 billion. This is an increase of about 30% over previous year. This is a great achievement considering the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic and other difficulties related to logistics. The Marine Product Export Development Authority has already proposed a roadmap to achieve this target, which constitutes necessary steps to enhance production and promote seafood. India exports fish and fish products primarily to the following regions: China, USA, Japan, the Middle East and the Southeast Asia. USA was the largest importer of India seafood, accounting for 41.2% of total export value and imported 2,91,948 MT of the seafood in 2020-21. The exports to USA increased 0.48% in rupee terms over the previous year. Frozen shrimp was the key product exported to USA with a share of 95.63% in USD in terms of a total USA exports. China and Europe were the second and the third largest importers of Indian seafood, with a share of 15.8% and 13.8% respectively in value terms. China imported 2,18,343 MT of seafood from India, which is worth USD 939.17 million. EU imported 1,52,770 MT of seafood from India, which is worth USD 821.8 million during 2020-21. The export to the three regions for the year 2020-21 were 25.4%, 19% and 18.9% of the total export quantity. Apart from the region mentioned above, the other importers of India seafood are Canada, Russia, Bangladesh. Shrimp is the largest exported marine product from India. The total shrimp exports were USD 4.4 billion in value. Venomized shrimp and black tiger shrimps are the two shrimps exported out of the India. Product profile. Visakhapatnam district is one of the leading exports of marine foods, mostly frozen prawns. Visakhapatnam exports prawns, mainly venomized shrimp. Other marine foods like fish, crabs, lobsters are also exported from Visakhapatnam district. The prawns processing industries are in Visakhapatnam district, but the prawn farms are in other districts of Andhra Pradesh as per the land availability in coastal regions of other districts. The Visakhapatnam district has exported around 2,150 crore value of venomized shrimps during 2021-22, which is the most exported seafood commodity, comprising around 70% in value and around 50% in quantity of all the marine foods. Country-wise exports of a marine food. A total value of 2,884 crore has been exported to top 20 countries during 2021-22, out of which over 74% is exported to USA, followed by 10.5% to China, 3.5% to Vietnam and others. Export scenario of marine foods. There are 11 products with a value of around 2,948 crores is exported under marine foods from Visakhapatnam during 2021-22. Venomized shrimp contributed 95%, followed by other shrimps and prawns. Top 20 countries exports of venomized shrimp during 2021-22. Vinamai shrimp is the foremost, gagging the maximum value. Amongst other marine foods, over 70% of our marine foods, Vinamai shrimp is exported to USA. Balance is exported to China, Vietnam, UAE, Spain, Canada, UK, France, Ireland, Japan, Mexico, Belgium, Netherlands, Hong Kong, Spain, Taiwan, New Zealand, and Malaysia. Export potential of marine foods. USA, China, Japan, and UK are the immediate target countries where we may do feasibility and gap analysis to address the steps required for increase the share in exports through volume or value addition. Similarly, Vietnam and UAE are long-term target markets for exports. Justification of engineering goods for district as export hub. Visakhapatnam district is a major exporter of iron and steel and other primary and secondary alloys owing to availability of mineral resources in and around the district of Visakhapatnam and neighboring states, major processing and manufacturing units, logistics and availability of one of the major ports in Visakhapatnam. Major PSUs and large industries which are exporting huge quantities of iron and steel, alloys and other large engineering goods. MSME's engineering goods exports from Visakhapatnam has been negligible till now as the fabric industries, auto parts, ancillaries, etc. are being supplied to major PSUs and large industries which are in the Visakhapatnam district. Product overview. Engineering is the largest industrial sector in India and accounts for 3% of a country's gross domestic product. The country's engineering sector comprises manufacturing iron, steel, related products, non-ferrous metals, industrial machinery, automobiles, auto components, and other engineering products. The key goods exported under the industrial machinery category are IC engines and parts. Industrial machinery for dairy, food processing, textiles, industrial machinery like boilers and parts, machinery for injection moldings, valves, and ATMs. India became a permanent member of Washington Accord in June 2014. It is now a part of an exclusive group of 17 countries that are permanent signatories of the WA, an allied international agreement on engineering studies and mobility of engineers. India's engineering sector has witnessed remarkable growth over the last few years, driven by the impressive growth in engineering goods exports in recent years has largely been due to the zero duty export promotion capital goods Minister of Commerce and Industry, which forms part of a foreign trade policy. Exports of capital goods contributed about half of the total engineering exports from India. Primary iron, steel, and products and consumer durables exports accounted for 21% and 20% respectively, while non-ferrous metals and product export contributed 9% of India's engineering goods exports in 2020-21. The iron, steel, and products exports of India were valued at USD 18.6 billion in 2020-21, witnessing a growth of 14.5% over the previous year. Among the key products exported from non-ferrous metals and products made of non-ferrous metals, aluminium and product exports were the highest at USD 5.8 billion in 2020-21, growing by 13.2% over the previous year. Industrial machinery recorded exports of USD 11.7 billion, while electrical machinery exports were valued at USD 8.1 billion in 2020-21. Export destinations. India exports engineering products to the following regions: Asian, Northeast Asia, Africa, EU, North America, CIS, Latin America, South Asia, Africa, Middle East, and West Asia, etc. The top Indian engineering goods importing countries are USA and the UAE, China, Italy, and Germany, with a share of 15.5%, 5.0%, 4.9%, 3.7%, and 3.4% respectively. 23 out of 25 countries recorded positive cumulative growth in engineering exports during April to March 2022 over April to March 2021. Share of top 25 importing nations of India's engineering goods accounted for 74.6% of India's total engineering exports in 2021-22. This significant high share is evident of the dependence of India's engineering export on the traditional markets. Italy, the UAE, and Belgium were the top three importers of India iron and steel during 2021-22, whereas USA, Germany, and UK were the top three importers of India's products of iron and steel during the same period as compared to 2020-21. Indian industrial machinery saw the highest imports from USA during 2021-22. Thailand and Germany too immediately followed USA. South Africa, Mexico, and Nigeria were the top three importers of India's automobiles during 2021-22 in India's global exports respectively over the same period last fiscal. During 2021-22, the top three importers of India's non-ferrous metals and products were China, South Korea, and USA, whereas USA, Germany, and France were the three top importers of Indian electrical machinery and components during the same period. Government initiatives. The Government of India has implemented various export promotions schemes such as the Zero Duty Export Promotion Capital Goods, Town of Export Excellence, Market Access Initiative, etc. These schemes are aimed to encourage the exporter and to help grow the revenue from international markets. Also, schemes such as duty exemption, advance authorization, duty-free import, rebate on service tax, etc. The Indian Engineering Exposition, a brand of EEPC India, is one of the largest engineering expositions in the world. Apart from the specific schemes mentioned above, the Government of India has taken several initiatives to support and enhance the competitiveness of the domestic engineering goods manufacturing firms such as the Make in India initiatives, PLI schemes for automobile and auto components, I schemes for National Program on Advanced Chemistry Cell Battery Storage. The Government of India, along with the Engineering Export Promotion Council, frequently organizes International Engineering Sourcing Show. Product profile. Visakhapatnam district is a major hub of engineering goods including iron and steel, which is a major export from the district, have emerged in different clusters in Visakhapatnam district. Some of the industrial parks located in Visakhapatnam district are Industrial Park Autonagar at Gajuwaka, Industrial Park at Agnampudi, Industrial Park at Pedagantyada, Industrial Park at Visakhapatnam Urban, Industrial Park at Gurrampalam. Some of the major iron and steel companies in Visakhapatnam district are Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, Vizag Profiles, Simhadri Steels, BK Steel Structures, Narayani Ispat Nigam Limited, Sarita Steels, Flash Forge, Neil Forge, Lalita Metals, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, Navratna PSU, Synergy Casting, Dodgeco India Limited are few major engineering industries. Besides, there are over 1000 fabrication units in Visakhapatnam district. Some of the fabrication units include Lalita Metals, Sri Krishna Sai Engineering Works, Jaivir Enterprises, New VS Engineering and Fabricators, Sri Thandava Lakshmi Engineering Industry PVT Limited, Sulekha industry, etc. The Indian engineering sector forms a crucial backbone of the India economy, accounting 3% of total GDP. The sector contributes almost 25% to India's total exports and remains the largest foreign exchange earner. Additionally, the sector also contributes approximately 40% of a total manufacturing export. Industry associations. MSME Development Institute, Visakhapatnam. MSME subordinate offices of Development Commissioner. These offices are responsible for assisting MSMEs financially through schemes and improving their technical skills through skill upgradation or training programs. Export potential of engineering goods. In terms of export potential, countries where the current level of exports is quite low. In terms of export potential, countries where the current level of exports is quite low can be prioritized over relatively mature markets for the purpose of market penetration. We may do feasibility and gap analysis to address the steps required for increase the share in exports through volume or value addition. The profiling of target export markets is tabulated as below. China and Turkey are the immediate target potential area for value added products. To get more product varieties, more markets are tapped through embassies. Companies to gain more technological capability and advancement, economies of sale, cross-selling, brand equity, reduction of risk factor, new product line inclusion of technology. Future outcome. Future outcome up to 2025 has been derived basis on exports during 2021 to 22 and timely implementation of the action plans proposed. Healthcare services. Justification of health services for district as export hub. Visakhapatnam is considered as a hub for healthcare services since major super specialty hospitals and diagnostic centers are in Visakhapatnam. The health city is the zone demarcated exclusively for health services developed by APIIC at Arilova in Visakhapatnam Health City. Currently, it houses 22 hospitals and 18 hospitals are at various stages of construction. There are 40 more hospitals in development stage. There are over 150 hospitals in Visakhapatnam district covering almost all specialists. Visakhapatnam district has 4 medical colleges, Vizag. Andhra Medical College, Geetham Institute of Medical Sciences, Gayatri Medical College, Anil Neerkonda Medical College. The district has over 25 nursing colleges, paramedical colleges and pharmacy colleges. Andhra MedTech Zone in Visakhapatnam district houses over 100 companies manufacturing medical equipment and other medical needs. The Bay Park Resorts for Naturopathy Healing Center is in Visakhapatnam. Product or services overview. India is ranked 75th out of 133 developing countries in terms of the number of nurses and continues to be a major supplier of doctors and nurses to developed countries. Today, India's healthcare industry is not only a popular hub for medical tourism but also a key supplier of healthcare professionals across the developed world, including nurses. Between 2017 and 2019, India experienced over 40% growth in FTAs, with the number of tourists increasing from 4,95,056 in 2017 to 6,97,000 in 2019. According to statistics, India receives most of its medicine tourists from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Oman, Bangladesh, Maldives, Nigeria, Kenya, and Iraq. Government of India initiatives to promote medical tourism. Medical value travel has been included in the list of 12 champion services sectors identified by Government of Indian promotion. A new category of a medical visa has been introduced which can be given for specific purpose to foreign tourists coming to India for medical treatment. SEPC with financial support from Ministry of Commerce organizes a global event named India Heals every year to promote India's medical services in the international market besides other events which cover all the sectors. NABH has established a robust framework for accreditation of hospitals. The same needs to be highlighted in various sources of markets. Healthcare service profile. Visakhapatnam is considered as a hub for healthcare services as major super specialty hospitals and diagnostic centers are in Visakhapatnam. The health city is the zone demarcated entirely for health services developed by APIIC at Arilova in Visakhapatnam. Health city currently houses 22 hospitals and 18 hospitals are at various stages of construction. There are 40 more hospitals are in development stage. In addition, there are over 150 hospitals in Visakhapatnam district covering almost all specialties. Potential areas for value-added services. To add more services to advanced surgical procedures, hospitals to gain more technological capability and advancement. Economies of scale. Cross-selling like promotion of tourism, brand equity, reduction of risk factor. Future outcome. During 2019 to 20, 10 foreigners have visited the health city owing to COVID-19 restrictions during 2020 to 21 and 2021 to 22. There were no foreign visitors to the health city. From 2022 to 23 onwards, proposed to have an annual turnover of 1.5 crore with an increase in annual turnover 10% till 2025 to achieve INR 1.81 crore. Skill development. Government of Andhra Pradesh has set up Andhra Pradesh State Skill Development Corporation, a PPP Section 8, not-for-profit organization with 51% equity stake of private sector and that of 49% government. APSSDC will act as executing agency of Department of Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Andhra Pradesh. APSSDC has initiated many schemes for school dropouts to engineering and postgraduate students. During 2017, APSSDC has established 6 Simon Centers of Excellence at universities, colleges, and 34 technical skill development institutes at engineering colleges for providing engineering skills to the students in association with Simons. APSSDC has adopted a new initiative of conducting Industry Connect skill development programs in association with industries through 88 government. Polytechnic and Industrial Training Institute spreading 73 assembly constituencies in the state in the current financial year 2022 to 23. CIPET provides NSQF aligned CIPET courses approved by NSQC on 37 skill trade plastic technologies. Central Institute of Tool Design Vijayawada CITD provides NSQF and non-NSQF courses. IIP provides skilling on products packaging. Indo-German Institute of Advanced Technology Visakhapatnam. IGIAT provides skilling on CNC machining, welding, solar panel installation, hardware and networking. Key schemes of Government of India. Advanced Authorization Scheme allows duty-free import of inputs which are physically incorporated in an export product. In addition to any inputs, packaging materials, fuel, oil, catalyst which is consumed or utilized in the process of production of export product. DGFT provides a sector-wise list of standard input-output norms under which the exporters may choose to apply. Alternatively, exporters may apply for their own ad hoc norms in cases where the SION does not suit the exporter. Duty-free import authorization schemes. DFIA is a variant to Advanced Authorization Scheme. It is different from Advanced Authorization as a higher minimum value added of 20% is required as compared to only 15% in Advanced Authorization. Rebate of duties and taxes on exported products. The RODTEP scheme will replace the old MEIS in a phased manner from December 2020. The RODTEP scheme aims to refund all hidden taxes which were earlier not refunded under any export incentive scheme, such as the central and state taxes on the fuel used for transportation of export products, toll tax and stamp duty on the import and export documentation and others. Andhra Pradesh State Export Promotion Policy 2022-27 Action Plan. District Export Promotion Action Plan has been derived based on stakeholders' consultation, state and central government policies, SWOT analysis and interventions required with defined responsibilities and timeline.